Patrice will go off on this unbelievable, great rant, and I'm like, dude, just save it for the radio.
And I never listen. I'm saving it from now on.
And then we have to try to do, like, take two. It's all right.
Recreate the magic.
I was saying this, but it's not important.
I think because we created an environment around here where it's a hang, where, like, oh, yeah, that's right, we're actually doing this for people.
Yeah. I figured you just come back.
No, we were talking about...
natural just to sit there and...
I know, don't talk.
Don't talk,
okay,
don't look at each other. No, actually, you saved some of it. We were talking about the sexual harassment suit against Madison Square Garden and Isaiah Thomas, and she was awarded $11.5 million.
$11.5 million.
And
based on what?
That's what.
What?
And I talked about this when it was going down, and we realized it was $11.5 million. Stupid me, I'm thinking, wow, some horrific things must have been done to this woman.
Actual rape victims don't get money like that.
No,
but Patrice. When I heard it was $11.5 million, I'm thinking that some kind of, was going on.
Of course.
Some kind of,
You're right.
And maybe the bad one.
It wasn't the bad one. It was just set up.
It was just dumb little words.
Let me tell you something. Harassment evolves like anything, like liquor. You don't start off going, hey, I'm going to put my face right there. Good morning, girl I just met. Here's where I'm going to bite, and here's where I'm going to touch. It starts off with, hey, what's happening, baby? How you feeling? Good to meet you. And you look good today. Maybe a month later, you're looking good. Guys restrain. This is the thing that pisses me off about ladies right now. I'm driving up the street, in my giant truck, and some Puerto Rican girl cuts me off and gives me that man look of, what you gonna do, that protective, and the only thing that protects her is my restraint. That's why you exist, is that I don't take my truck and do a police cutoff,
get out of the car,
punch through your window like the Terminator, and drag you around the street and say to myself, here's my thing, I have to argue with myself, am I gonna go to jail for throwing this woman through a window, or am I gonna just do nothing like I'm gonna do?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
And she knows that, and she knows the odds are in her favor that you ain't getting out of that car.
And she can't say, sir, thank you, I didn't cut you off, it wasn't personal. I just did what I was going to do to anybody.
Right. And
I understand you're 6'4", 300 pounds, and I'm just a little Puerto Rican girl, and you could kill me. And I appreciate you restraining your actual manness and allowing me to exist on this earth.
Instead of giving you the entitled face.
And that face of you. And that's what happens when you go to work. It's unfair. Here's what you start doing if you own a company. Make women come dressed as a Teletubby. No sexuality. You don't know it's a woman except for the fact that she's under a Teletubby costume. Where I'm not forced to have to, and I say this on, dude, is like...
here's the latest one?
No!
Oh, my God. Did you see her?
Oh, my... Who the hell sexually harassed her?
She's the latest one now that's suing.
And could I say it? Because I don't want you guys to get in trouble.
Go ahead.
She is a mess.
A mess.
She looks like a mixture between Florida from Good Times and James from Good Times. Nobody's harassing her. And you know why?
James, I was sexually harassed today down at work.
The boss pinched my ass.
What happened, baby?
Yeah.
I was sexually harassed, James.
She should be happy that she's harassable.
JJ, I was sexually harassed. What happened, Mama? Well, I was just walking around the office and someone said hi. That ain't sexual harassment. James! Yes, it
is. Like anyone would sexually harass Florida.
She said it looked like I had wheelbarrow inner tubes around my neck.
She was a mess. Like, that's what I'm saying. She's a mess. Be real.
Yeah.
Be real. No one harassed you.
Wow, so...
It has to stop.
Harassment, James.
Well, she said she did it for all women, but and I argue the point that that's just going to make a lot of bosses out there hire less women.
I'm not hiring.
We refuse to work with a woman on this radio show, and a lot of and I know a lot of the faithful listeners have heard this, but we'll say it again. A lot of consultants say, you should hire a woman. It'll balance out some things. It'll protect you from certain special interest groups and this and that. It'll be a nice balance to the radio show. I'm like, screw that.
Hire a tough gay guy if you want that effect.
Right.
A gay guy who can fight and can defend himself against harassment.
Harassment.
You know what? Having women and men work together in certain, it's like having a grizzly bear work with salmon dipped in honey. and the salmon walks in and goes, "Hi, grizzly bear," and you're like, and then every day she's coming in and then she gets comfortable with you. She talks to you. She even talks to you about what her problems are that day. She talks to you about what she's going through.
Right.
She gives you a little bit of a vibe that you don't know about.
Vibe.
It should be one day a year. It should be sexual harassment day. It should be a day.
Just to blow off all that steam.
No, where you go.
How about instead of casual Fridays, it's sexual harassment Fridays.
Day. One day, because you work with women that you go, God, I bet you she's a whore. I bet you she would do something in the broom closet with me. And you just get one day to ask. Just to ask, would you?
Well, and here's something that's really, really important.
Yeah.
Cleavage is a turn-on, not a fashion statement.
Right. It's a sexual thing. They get to women can live their sexuality.
Right, women walk around with their cleavage showing,
Yes.
thinking it's a fashion statement.
no.
It's still a major turn-on to guys.
I would come in to the office and be giving a memo, and he would be staring at my breasts. Well,
Can I tell you how?
well, look at what you got him hanging out.
We're barely removed from being cavemen.
Yeah.
Can I
If you
tell
really
how
look
my
at time
girlfriend- Can I tell you I got to tell you how my girlfriend got me to sleep. We hung around with each other a long time before we did anything. And she finally was getting frustrated that I wasn't doing anything. So long story short, how she got me to sleep with her, she went upstairs, she invited me up, she went to take a shower, wore a t-shirt, went in front of the TV to pick something up, and the t-shirt went up, and I saw everything.
All of a sudden, it becomes like an X-ray.
So I'm like, okay, she wants me to, because I saw everything. And I'm sitting there going, this is the freedom they have to assault us like this. Where if I bent over and all my balls was just swinging, and the other thing was showing.
Right.
If that was my way of getting some, we'd be killed.
Yeah, of
I'd be
course.
arrested.
Yep.
But they get to freely do what they do, and at the same time, we have to restrain. That's what I'm saying. The movement is due to my letting you. Mm-hmm. It is. We restrain ourselves, and they give us no credit for that.
I'm being reminded. Patrice, you were telling us how sexual harassment gets started at the workplace. You didn't really fully go with that. It starts with a little.
It doesn't go. You don't start off by going, hey, if you're a girl, I go, oh boy, look at your blonde locks. I like to grab them and shove your head in.
Right.
It starts off with, hey, how are you? And hey, how you doing? Hey, good to see you.
Yeah, you never go right to Z.
You don't.
You got to start at A.
There's a level you get to when you just go with, and then here's the thing. Here's how it starts. She always ups it a notch.
It's playing along.
I see it happening here with little, what's her name? Doing the little in-between breaks. Good job, booby dooby dooby. rubbing shoulders. And you want one of my great massages? Oh, that feels great. Can I get one of you? Sure. And you're careful at first. And then she goes, ooh. God, that feels good. That's my spotty. This is 3 months in. You know what I mean? Then the 6th month in is she, give me one of those massages. And then it gets a little more sensual. She's just, ooh. And you're sitting there fighting your madness to first grab her around the top of her neck and go, you like that, huh? And then the second is to stop it from rising. You know what I mean? Because it's getting there. So then the 9th month comes in, okay? She gives you yours, you give her hers. She's sitting on your lap, and that hotness in that area is just, you feel some energy. Then one day you go, okay.
All right, I guess she wants it.
Okay.
Or I'm going to try this now.
Time to make the move.
And then you realize
to make the move.
You don't know the rules that she was only going to go this far.
Ready? Here it is. I bet you, are those real? Excuse me?
Excuse me?
What did you just say?
Did you ask me if my breasts were real? Well, and you're up to calling each other nicknames by now. Right. Isaiah probably calling that lady, "Hey, big draws." She calls
big
him,
draws.
"What's up, my little point guard from the '80s?" I bet you was swinging like one of them '80s ones, ain't it?
Big draws, bitch.
Hey,
was probably like
bitch.
a term of endearment.
BDB.
I think Isaiah is more pissed off that his friends are thinking that he thought this broad was hot.
Yeah, was actually harassable.
When he's on the golf course with his buddies, he's like probably going, "Doesn't this bitch know what I get on the side?"
She messed up. Do you realize that's why they have women like that around? Those are the sexual harasser. They're the harassees. Yep. You gotta be able to just say it to somebody. Mm-hmm. You gotta get that steam off.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's gonna happen. Women gonna wonder why no one's hiring them, and you can't prove it's you can't make a person hire you. The only thing you can do is once you're hired, you pull this stuff. But a guy could go, "You're not qualified."
She said she did it for all the women that have to go to work in the morning and want a job. She screwed over so many women by doing this.
Less women will be hired because of this.
What guy?
Absolutely.
What guy is now going to want to go through that crap?
Yeah.
When he has to fire a woman. And she's just going to go into court and go, "Oh, this one said this."
You got bosses all over America going, $11.5 million for what? For a few words? What?
If you look at the news now, whatever this girl is, it's just a little bit of meat, a little bit of breast meat.
Right.
That's sexuality, man. And it's like, for me to just not say something, you're being unfair. Oh, we should be able to have to come to work. Yes.
Yeah.
If that guy has a tie, he probably has a nice chest. I don't walk around with some of my nipple out or...
Right. Well,
Fabio shirt on.
We would all have to be electric shocked to all of a sudden think that cleavage, like I said earlier, is a fashion statement and not a turn-on.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just the meat. Men have all we have to do is look at one thing and create the rest. Create.
Right.
When I see a girl that still has... You don't see it much anymore, but if I catch a glimpse of two things... Woman like plumber booty cleavage. If I catch a girl with just that bit of the butt crack showing,
you know how to.
She bends down to pick up her little dog.
You can fill in all the blanks and make an image of her ass in your head.
I created it already. And there's some women, I don't know if white women have it, but black girls have it still sometimes. There's a hairline from the belly button down to the thing.
Right.
To the thing.
To the thing.
All right.
And it just is. It's just like, ooh, now I just created your entire bottom.
Hey, we got a woman on the line here from Colorado, Kristen. Kristen, what's up?
Hey, fellas. Love you, Patrice.
Thank you.
To have you back on the air. This is not sexual harassment. This is foreplay. Let's call it what it is.
Foreplay how? Like
what Isaiah was possibly saying to her?
Oh, like
I just don't believe in sexual harassment. It's foreplay. Boys and girls, men and women play that game.
Yeah, there's always that sexual tension at work.
So what protects us from you? Like, here's the thing. What's fair is that I think the fact that a dude who would jump out of a bush and grab a woman and take her humanity.
Yeah.
The fact that women can't do that, it may be that this is ultimate justice because they can't just do that to a man.
Right.
Like, generally, can't come out and give me something. And he's just crying, "Please don't make me do this to you."
Rape.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You can't, like, rape us for the most part. So I think that this is a way of kind of making it fair that false accusations can be put on men, and that's the almost... it's not as bad, but it's just if you go to jail for the rest of your life for something you didn't do, or you lose your job and you have that stigma, that is as bad to a man as the actual rapist to a woman, I would imagine. And I'm not comparing it. I'm just only saying how you would feel.
I remember when this sexual harassment thing really started getting some legs, and it was all about the fact that bosses were intimidating women through some kind of sexual behavior and using that to give them promotions and raises. Come on in here. I'll tell you, you want the promotion? You're going to have to earn it.
Out of 10 jobs.
1970?
And that's like the type of thing that was sexual harassment. This little playful crap around the office, or having a nude or semi-nude picture pinned up in your cubicle that she sees when she passes by, that isn't sexual harassment.
Absolutely.
That's called life on the job, and deal with it.
For crying out loud, women, get over it.
All right, Kristen, thank you.
Hey, later.
All right, peace. Let's say hi to Momo. Momo.
Hey, gentlemen, how are you doing this morning?
Pretty good, Momo.
Hey, the reason that the whole sexual, first of all, there's two types of sexual harassment. The first type that Ann was referring to is called the quid pro quo. This for that. You want a promotion, you got to sleep with me. That is wrong. That's definitely wrong. But the sexual harassment we're talking about with the Isaiah Thomas thing, that whole playful banter, that has been in the workplace for years with men. It's all part of the competitiveness that men have with each other. And it's actually, I got an article that I can send off to Steve if you like, that it's in a psychologist magazine. It talks about that the reason we do that with women is because we're treating them as equals. It's a politically incorrect thing to say, but the fact of the matter is that that's why that men do it. It's not because we're sexual or chauvinists or we're trying to demean them. We're just treating them like we would treat any other guy.
I don't see it's the syndrome of these women teachers going to jail for sleeping with young teenage boys, and men aren't outraged at all. Like, no guy goes, she should go to jail. Like that hot teacher that sleeps with a 14-year-old boy, we go, that 14-year-old boy must got a big rap. He must know how to talk to women.
Or we all think, where was she when we were growing up?
Exactly.
We don't. That's the only thought in our head.
I don't think we're thinking as equal. If I'm harassing a chick at the workplace, it's sexual, but you want her to want you. That's the thing. Nobody wants to make a woman feel uncomfortable. You want her to go, ooh,
Look at it is a kangaroo, on a racetrack.
I understand what you're saying, Patrice, but do you guys get what I'm trying to say?
Jesus,
hold on, we're so distracted. The video
causing
of the day
crashes
is a kangaroo during a motor sport race or whatever.
They're all laughing.
Yeah. Anything else, Momo? I'm sorry.
No, that's it, guys. I just wanted to put my 2 cents in.
No, it's an interesting point you bring to the discussion. Thank you, Momo.
All right, guys.
Hey, we are experts at this. I see we have a woman standing by. She's going to tell us that she was sexually harassed at work.
All right.
We'll be the judges.
All right.
To all the women out there, give us a call. 877-212-ONA. Tell us what happened at work, and we'll tell you if it was, truly sexual harassment or not. We don't think the Isaiah Thomas stuff is anywhere near, especially for $11.5 million.
Even from her,
when I was
her story.
Like when I was reading about, I'm like, wow, man, she must have been, thrown on a pinball machine or something.
Michael Vick must have been in there.
Right, for $11.5 million, man. She must have been tied up in a dungeon somewhere.
Michael Vick.
He tried to drown her in a bucket.
He should have.
They electrocuted her.
She looked worse than some of those dogs.
They picked her with one hand and slammed her on the butt.
Yeah, let's go to Kelly in Jersey. Kelly.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
I just wanted to see what Patrice's opinion was. I basically tried to get a job within a specific field, and I was told flat out by this guy that worked in the department, you'll never get hired because you're a girl. Now, is that sexual harassment?
All right, what was the job and what was the field?
It was an IT job.
IT job. Is that sexual harassment because...
Where's the sexuality in that?
Well, the guy told me
that's gender harassment, maybe, but that ain't sexual harassment.
Yeah, sexual discrimination, maybe.
Yeah. Where's the sex?
Really?
Where's the sex?
There's no You're not being harassed. You're being told you can't get a job because of who you are.
Yeah, where's
discrimination? Right.
Yeah, discrimination.
Yes.
Where's the ass pinch?
Yeah, you need that.
In this scenario.
You need the folded pointer finger and then the thumb, and you got to squeeze your ass a little.
Where's the hey toots wink?
Right. Toots.
You're the reason, not you, because she sounds nice, but women who think this certain way is the reason why I got to look at ugly stewardesses. What happened to coffee, tea, and me?
You.
I got to look at some hag that I go, have you been working since the 70s? Or they just hired a mess like you with a bouffant hairdo and your married wedding ring and no sexuality
Patrice,
at all?
We did a whole break a couple of weeks ago, maybe not even that long, on stewardesses and what they used to look like and how the airlines commercials back in the 70s and early 80s were selling their stewardesses.
As
coffee, tea, or me.
And they would go like,
Mile High Club.
I'm Christine. Fly me to Florida. You know,
you got
it, like,
baby.
Fly me. And they like wear little skirts and stockings. E-Rock's got one.
Well, it'll take a minute. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and they'd wear little skirts. They'd have the big the big hairdo going and the big heavy eye makeup. And they were supposed to look sexy. That was their job. Now it's just, like you said, older women,
it's not even older sexy, because I can get with a MILF thing.
Sure.
But it's just sterile like everything else. It's like, you want your apple juice or you want your Bloody Mary, and then it's like I'm going to the bathroom, and then the pilot decides to go, and it's just some ugly woman they got the thing now where the ugly stewardess protects the pilot now.
Yeah.
Sit down, you can't piss because the pilot is pissing. And it's like,
yeah, where are the sexy stews?
Here's an example. This is Fly Maggie. We got it? Yeah. All right, here we go. Listen to this, Patrice. They were just selling sex.
I'm Maggie. Fly me to New York. You'll love my 2 747s to Kennedy. Fly me.
Fly Maggie. Fly national.
You know what fly is.
My 2 747s,
my 747s,
baby.
And fly my hairy Cessna.
Just keep it right there. It stays on the air. Very good.
My 2 747s.
Why does it have to
That's
be two?
right. Yeah.
Why do you have to mention two?
Fly 2 747s. What happened to that?
Fly equals...
I want you to land your L-1011 in my landing strip.
Right.
It's right between these two mountains. It's a dangerous approach, but once you land, it'll feel so good.
Now it's like, hi, I'm Ethel. We might be late. So get there early, because the air is messing up for everybody. Goodbye.
Take your seats, please. We're on an active taxiway.
Yeah.
All right.
Where's Maggie
and her 2 747s?
And we all know what fly means.
Yeah.
Give me a...
Come on and fly me. Believe me, we know.
Wrong?
It starts with the same letter.
Yeah, it's another F word.
Why is that wrong?
Because...
Why is it wrong when there's some... See, it's integrity. Some women should have integrity.
Know why it's
wrong?
wrong?
Some women shouldn't.
Some don't.
Know why it's wrong? Because we allowed them to vote.
Is that where it all went bad?
It all went bad.
I think the women's movement, the women's lib thing that we all laughed at with the bra burning and stuff, actually got some momentum, and people caved in to the point where...
Not people. That's the wrong word.
Who caved in?
Men. Not people.
Because why aren't there young, sexy stewardesses now? Because... they know if they hire them, they're going to not hire an older woman that is then going to turn around and sue them for not hiring them.
But they should. Look, here's the thing. Here's the deal I make. The old lady is the head of the plane.
Make her the matron.
That sits there on the phone and goes, hey, everybody.
The madam.
That's it. Exactly. Like a little plain hoe house.
Right.
Yeah.
Plain hoe house.
Wait,
exactly.
Can I say something?
Yes.
There's an airline that only has beautiful people working on it. It's not even a commercial. MaxJet.
MaxJet?
Yeah.
I was in shock. MaxJet to London, and maybe because it's an English crew.
See, Europeans,
it's only beautiful people. It's like Moonraker. It's like
Moonraker.
And it's all first class. The entire plane from front to back is first class.
Beautiful,
and
right?
It's just amazing. No ugly people at all.
Wow. All right, listen, we got the phones fired up. We got people from all over the country. We'll get to you guys next. 877-212-ONA. It's 80s New Wave Tuesday. We got an 80s New Wave song that you have to guess. Patrice, you got that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, play a little clip of that. And then a little 80s rap for Ant and I that we have to guess.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay, good.
I like
We'll do a little black-white.
I like when we
not be an easy
hit the races against each other. I like this.
Yeah, but the New Wave song we're going to say is easy, so go ahead. What's the New Wave song?
No, this is very hard.
This is a hard one. I usually know these ones. This couldn't have been a hit.
This isn't a hit.
It was a hit.
Dude, that is not a hit.
Thank
you very much.
Was that in Weird Science?
No, not.
Oh, okay. Not that particular.
Dude, that is an awful,
That was
not
difficult,
hit
man.
song.
That was Oingo Boingo because you said Oingo Boingo.
Oh, no.
Boingo, Boingo, anything Oingo Boingo does isn't a hit. Jesus.
Oh, by the way, that fly.
That wasn't a hit.
That fly.
That was
commercial-
horrible.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
He'll find another one as I do this. That Fly Me commercial. We like to, bleep stuff from time to time and make it sound, like it should sound. So we took that same commercial and we did this to it. If it's going to queue up. Come on.
Here it goes.
And come on.
I'm Maggie. Me to New York. You love my shoes to Kennedy.
Maggie. Fine act.
Beat me, all right.
That's right. We're just beeping the word fly there. All right, we got another. You want to go with the rap song or the 80s new
Go
wave?
to rap. Do the rap one.
Not ready? All right, go to 80s new wave.
All right.
Oh, that was Back to School Oingo Boingo. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, that was. I knew that was in a movie.
I never heard of it.
The Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, no.
All right, let's go with another 80s new wave.
To
Oh, I think you're taking all of us out.
me.
Crap.
That is, that's the same people that sing Loof Balloons.
Isn't it just the guy's name? Yeah, it is just the guy's name.
All right, save it for after the break.
Yeah.
Patrice, you're not going to get the artist?
No.
I'm not going to get it either. I don't think.
That's a hard one.
Oh, crap. We'll tell you the answer after the break. And you got an 80s rap song? Yeah. All right, let's hear that, too.
Oh, we will when we come back.
Oh. Tease. You're teasing now.
Ooh, are you teasing us?
So late.
This is sexual harassment.
I know
You're
y'all
teasing
gonna mess
us.
with him.
Yeah.
No, we'll do it when we come back.
Sexual harassment.
That's a whole nother storyline to the show. It's E-Rocktober.
E-Rocktober.
Yeah. A whole month of making fun of him.
Nah.
No, just...
Hey, by the way, we'll go to break with little Jimmy Norton on Jay Leno last night. How cool was that? Here's a little taste.
Bangkok.
You have it in.
The singer?
Yeah, don't read it off Pal Talk.
No, I'm not. I don't have it.
They have it on instant feedback too.
I don't have it.
Murray Head.
I tried to guess.
Good old Murray Head. All right, you got us a rap song just to make it fair today because we got Patrice O'Neill in studio. Do that black-white thing. I know. All right, give us some 80s rap.
You gotta be fair.
Gotta be fair.
Oh, they'll never get this. I know who did that.
I am the werewolf.
All right, turn this crap
Y'all
off.
don't even know that. That's disgusting.
No, it's not him.
I know the song. I don't know the artist.
Chocolate
Malcolm
Rain guy.
McLaren.
All right, there you go. All right. You're better than us.
But I do know. I take time to know white stuff, and you just take no time to know.
I know the song. You knew that other song, but you didn't know the artist.
Know nothing about that
that's,
song.
You know what? I take pride in knowing that stuff. I didn't get that one.
You know, I knew, sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me.
By Rockwell.
I know the Rockwell.
He's just black, and that's all.
He's barely black.
He's just black. That's all he is.
There you go.
I thought it was Michael Jackson when I first heard this.
Well, I think Michael Jackson sings backup for him.
Or wrote it or something. There's some Michael Jackson connection.
Yeah.
All right, get rid of this crap. All right, let's we got to talk to a few more women here.
Herbie Hancock.
We got Michelle in Florida. Michelle.
Hi.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi,
What's up?
Michelle.
Yeah, I get sexually harassed all the time at my work.
In what way?
I work with a bunch of guys that drive those ready-mix cement mixer trucks.
Cement.
Yep.
And I had one grab my head while rubbing his privates, and he tried to shove my head down on his privates. I had another one grab me and kiss me. Another one reached between my legs while I'm climbing up some steps.
You sound happy, though.
Now, why would someone do this out of nowhere?
I don't know. I keep
They
telling
just
them
started.
I'm married. I'm dressed in a uniform. I don't look sexy at all.
Wait, she doesn't look sexy at all because we wanted to find out, and she wears a uniform every day.
There was no vibe being put out, or it didn't start out as some kind of like verbal thing. And
Yeah, I'm married.
Does your husband do all of that to you at home?
They've even met my husband and everything.
No, but does your husband do that to you? All that? Does he harass you?
Does he do what?
You heard me. Does he harass you? Does he make you feel like the object that these guys make you feel like?
What now?
Oh, boy. You know what?
Yeah.
If we weren't being heard by a million, we would
stick with
That's
it.
what it
we
is.
would try to stick this out.
Yep. She enjoys it.
Are you enjoying this? Like, is this something you're not getting at home, I guess is what Patrice is getting at. So you're not getting any, like, attention at home, so this is happening at work, because it doesn't seem like you see that it's a problem.
Oh, no, I get plenty at home. I don't need any of this mess.
So why do you put up with it?
And I report these guys, too, and they don't care.
So quit.
But I need my job. I mean...
Take them, you'll get $11 million if you just sue right now.
No,
right?
I don't have proof.
No, because it has to be a high-profile case, not some dummy that works with cement guys.
So you go in every day and get touched funny and attacked. Like, she's being attacked. Like, if this was the story Isaiah's girl was saying, it'd be different.
Yeah.
So you get attacked every day, and your husband says to you what when you leave every day? Go get him, Tiger?
Yeah, do you tell your husband what went on at work?
Yeah, he says he's going to go kill them.
But he doesn't.
Yeah, why doesn't he?
And you continue going to work.
Because I need my job.
But he doesn't go, hey, my attacked wife, quit, and we'll figure it out.
Just put some mouse traps in your uniform.
How much do you get an hour?
How often do I work?
No, how much do you get an hour? How much money?
Oh, I make about $1,000 a week.
Damn. That's all right.
That's McDonald's manager. Go to...
All right, Michelle, we got to go. Yeah, you're obviously getting harassed, but for some reason you're just putting up with it. So
yeah.
What could I tell you? Let's go to Jenny in Maine. Jenny, what's up?
Grabs her head.
Hey.
I know, no kidding. Like, hold on. Hold on.
How do you do that?
Yeah, because the women out there, they're thinking we're just idiots, and we understand what sexual harassment is. When someone tells us,
grabs our head and pushes down while I'm rubbing my privates.
Right. That's gonna be dumped, unfortunately. But we know the difference between what happened in the Isaiah Thomas case and the story that lady just told, where it was way more aggressive.
That woman's putting up with like pretty much rape.
Yeah.
I'm not attractive. I don't understand.
Yeah, I wear a uniform.
What?
Pretty much rape through clothes is what's going on with her.
Being raped every day at work.
And she's calling us because she's not sure it's harassment. Let's go to Jenny. We got another one here. Jenny.
Hey, before I start, I just want to say it sounds like Michelle's working with some prison release program.
Yeah, no kidding. Something's going on there. So what do you got, Jenny?
All right, I worked for an orthopedic surgeon, really high, best one in the state, and basically every morning, everyone in the office got really big, unwanted hugs, and he would walk up behind us and give us really big back massages all day long.
Oh, unwanted hugs.
Ugh.
And back massages?
Yeah, and he was like 6'6". You really couldn't like squirm out of it.
But can I ask you this? Okay, I'm a big dude. If I start rubbing a woman and she does the wiggle,
Yeah, like
did he
shake
say
you
to
off
you,
where the shoulder goes up and hits the side of the head,
but did he say to you, if I touch you, and you're uncomfortable, I am going to fire you? Has he ever said to you that you're gone if he can't touch and hug you?
No.
So then how is that harassment?
And what's his intentions, you think, in the end?
Well, he made it very clear to all the women working in the office that he was unhappy at home. And that he was thinking about filing for divorce.
Wow.
And I was actually the first woman to quit, so I don't know how far it went. But
yeah, that guy is
he's on the prowl.
Yeah, he's basically a predator.
But did you tell him don't touch me before you quit?
Yeah, how about that?
yeah, that's what I did. I sat down in his office and I had the what for with him.
And he said, no, I'm going to continue to touch you.
I didn't give him the chance.
Yeah, no, at that point, then it's just awkward for everybody, and you got to get the hell out of there. That's sexual harassment right there.
There's a place. See what I'm saying? It's like I'm not going to just say every woman is not being harassed, but there's like a thing where you go, look, man, stop touching me, and you just go to work. Do you need to have your boss be your buddy? Like, what is he gonna do besides, like, he might fire you in the future, but if you go, that makes me uncomfortable, can you give him a chance to be an adult and go, yeah, sorry about that, and then continue to work with you?
Instead of right away just taking him to court.
I think that's the problem, because when you do turn around and say, I'm sorry, you know what, that's unwanted and I don't want to hear about your problems at home, immediately everything in the workplace changes, because now you...
But you're presuming that, because here's the same presumption that you're doing on him that he doesn't get to do, is the fact that you may be a whore. You might like big man orthopedic because he works with his hands. He knows where to touch. So maybe you feel good. Give him 2 seconds to maybe have you like it. And then you go, nah, I'm not digging it. And he can be mature enough to go, nah. All right, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. You didn't give him a chance.
All right, Jenny.
Yep. All right. Imagine the guy, like, her coming up to him and saying that, and the guy just kind of smiling and going, all right, look, you got me. Like, those were my intentions. I was hoping for something a little more, but since you're on to me and everything, I'll leave you alone. But let me continue around the office because there might be a whore.
Is that unfair?
That comes in. I'll leave you alone. You'll work. I'll never touch you again.
And here's the thing that this is why that bothers me. Because a lot of times, the average man just wants a little peace, And it keeps me from having to come to you in this, I am so enamored with you, can I take you out to dinner respect move, where all I want to do is put you on the table. So it's like, to keep from harassing you, I go, look, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. This whole speech, and it's like, listen, I would like to take you out for some drinks and blah, blah, blah afterwards. And no, I'm not going to try to pull your skirt up. And then, you got to be in a relationship with this mess. Just to get some.
All right, let's go to Mark in Bay Ridge. Mark, what's up?
Hi. I wanted to make a point too that sometimes you get reverse harassment, sort of, where you get like a boss lady that worked her way up, and now she's sort of got a thing in for when guys are her underling and they work for her.
Power trip thing,
crazy boss. You know what I mean? I could come in, she used to make me sit down on the chair before I could just hand her something, and then I had to sit down again and then get up, or she'd be standing over me for hours with her breast hanging over the back of my neck or something like that, and just being
What are you, gay?
Oh my God, that's what I was gonna say.
It's like,
like put you out your misery.
Yeah, what the?
No, she's
Pull it out.
ugly.
You know how many guys dream of this?
like so.
Make that 9 to 5 go by like that.
There's no such thing as harassment, sexual harassment with a woman on a man, unless it's, some slob saying, have sex with me or else you won't get a promotion. Then it's some kind of sexual harassment.
And it's still discrimination. Because
then that's discrimination.
I apologize, but I'm just saying that it wasn't, I used the wrong wording. It wasn't.
My name's Mark and I like to wear fingernail polish. I like to wear women's dresses. Dresses.
Are you gay, dude? Be honest.
No.
I'm Mark from Bay Ridge, and I like to wear women's dresses.
My name is William, and I like to wear dresses.
Fingernail polish.
Mark, so why does that bother you? Because she's ugly? Like, if she was hot, would it be a different story?
Wouldn't it be different for anybody?
Wouldn't
if it was a different story? If it's
That's
a
fair enough.
hot-looking girl, yeah. But I'm just talking about just like,
Fair enough, sir.
Sometimes it happens. You work for a bad D-word type of woman. That's all.
Do you still work there?
No.
No?
I'm about to say, because they're going to know it's you with that voice. Was you on the radio yesterday saying I'm ugly, boss?
My name is William, and I like fingernail polish.
All right,
Mark.
Sexual harassment.
Well, there you go.
It's just hardcore.
Yeah, I don't really.
She made me.
I don't think there's
Look, I quit. I
don't think there's a guy out there that could tell a sexual harassment story with a female boss where they're going to get our sympathy.
Well, it was.
Give me one.
No.
Give me one.
It wasn't meant to be that. Sorry for wasting your time.
No, Mark.
God, wait, this guy's going to kill himself. Don't let him go.
Mark.
Don't let him go. Oh, my God.
I'm here.
Just because we disagree doesn't, we just don't see it. I guess we'd have to be in the situation or something.
You know what this is like? This is an I saw an alien conversation with your friends, and they probed them. The aliens probed them and everything, and we just don't believe them. Could we give them like 30 seconds to like make us feel for him a little bit?
I guess as a guy, I can't think of anything a woman would do to me where I would be horrified.
No.
Sir?
Seriously, think about that. What would a woman have to do to you for you to just be completely horrified?
You know what? Make me strip. It's like, we'll give you your own show on NBC if you get in front of all the women here and you strip on top of a table.
And that would horrify you?
Because I'm not sexy, naked, and it's really degrading. Physicality's not degrading, but there's ways a woman could degrade you. So if you're not swinging. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna cut that, but if you're not a certain size and you're standing up there just naked, that could mess with you if that was some.
That would be embarrassing.
Yeah, it would be embarrassing. A woman could embarrass me if I let her.
And I guess I'm talking more about like having a female boss. What could she possibly do that would just horrify you?
But we're talking us. Probably that dude would be horrified.
She could bring you into her office with some other dude and try to make you do gay stuff.
All right, horrified. There you go.
That would be like horrifying. Yeah.
And then that wouldn't even horrify because you would look at the dude and go, "Well,
what about
what's wrong with you?
What about a really old woman? Would that horrify you in the end? Like horrify you, where you're just like you need to talk to someone about it,
like out of the bathtub in The Shining, like that woman.
Would that horrify you, though? Or would you get through the experience and be able to, go to the football game on Sunday?
You would go without a... It would horrify if you did it.
Without much of a scar, though. I'm talking maybe about scarring you. Like, I mean, you would be like, oh, this is god-awful, but would it actually affect you as you move on with your life?
I would move on.
But, I mean, would it... Yeah, but you would just move on with your life like, that was one of those things.
Like, I got touched funny as a kid, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't bother... I think about it, I just laugh about it. It's like, it's just not... doesn't bother.
Who touched you funny?
This guy that owned the car wash.
Working at the car wash.
Yeah, and I had one of those young, my thing was just sitting there and he just touched it. He goes, "What you thinking about?" And I go, "Huh?" And I just go, "What happened? Did you just..." It was like, it didn't bother me to where...
The problem was you were 30 years old at the time.
That probably was it.
That old kid. No, how old were you, really?
I was it had to be the age just before you could be gay and just after you go, oh, he was touched.
Yeah.
So a 10 or 11 type of age. Well, I was...
All right.
And he just got me. He just was, "What you thinking about?" I was sitting there laying backwards, and I was detailing a car, and leaning back, and he would pay a lot of money, which was $10 a car. And I guess it was a Different Strokes special episode, and he just rubbed it with the top with the
just be careful.
Okay,
but basically your head's stuck under a car, like
yeah. And he just asked me. He asked me what I was thinking
out
about.
In the open.
What you thinking about? And I go, what happened? All I did was tell everybody, and then that was it. Like it didn't, whatever.
Right. All right, we got Mark in Carolina. I don't want to lose him. Mark, what's up? Real fast. Mark.
Hey, Mac.
We might have lost him.
Mac.
He was harassed by female boss. Loved it.
Oh, okay.
Are you on the line, sir? All right, now you're going to have to call back, I guess. That sucks.
He's gone.
Because I guarantee there's a million of those out there.